Right, so hope you're all doing well. Welcome back to the channel. um, so today I'm going to be talking about some of the sports that I've been involved in. And I mean, I've always been involved in sports. Like the video and subscribe if you want to follow this journey of mine. If you're going along the same journey of becoming a better person, subscribe and follow along. Comment down below if there's any sports that you guys do, anything interesting. I've seen a few sports that I actually want to try, especially stuff on the beach. I don't know what this one's called. It's like there's like a little trampoline in the middle, and there's usually 4 people, and it's kind of like volleyball where you like hit the ball to your teammate, and they sort of slam it into that, and then you kind of just dance around this little trampoline, and I guess the ball's not allowed to touch the ground or something. I'm not sure. I really want to start that up. It looks awesome. But I mean, since like school, I've been involved in everything from athletics to cricket to football to rugby to we used to play a little bit of American football at lunch, at breaks, but my first experience really with sport was athletics. I did athletics in school and then started doing hurdles, and hurdles was my thing. But the thing with me is that I was always a short ass in school, and I mean, luckily now I've grown to a decent height, I would think. But in school, I was shorter than everyone, and I'm trying to jump over these hurdles, and everyone else was getting bigger. The hurdles were getting bigger, but I wasn't. So, but still, I mean, I still competed, and I still went to trials for South Africa, which was pretty cool. I didn't get in, but yeah, I had my trials for South Africa, and I remember there were tears, and it was a tough time. But that was my first taste of sport. Then I used to play cricket in school. Wasn't that great, but enjoyed it. Played rugby as a winger back in the days when we didn't play with shoes on, we just played barefoot, and it was a good time. Didn't play that too much, maybe a couple years. Played a lot of football, which I really enjoyed. My first football game was my first football club game was for a team called Tech All Stars in East London, and a couple of my friends out there will remember because they played with me, and my brother as well, Jaron. And my first game, I must have been about 15 or 16 years old, I think, maybe even younger, I'm not sure. But I scored a goal in my first game, and I was actually man of the match, or I guess kid of the match, I guess you could call it. And I had to down a beer because it was part of the tradition apparently. But obviously, being a child, that was illegal. I still ended up downing a beer, but it was only sort of like a half pint, small beer. But that was, I mean, it's great because you just build such good relationships with everyone, and it's just such a good place to meet people is playing sport. And I played a lot of indoor cricket as well with some friends. That is hard and very tiring, especially when you're batting, you run like a crazy man. But it's a good time as well. I played a lot of indoor football and met a lot of good friends and built some good relationships in that as well. But now I'm in the UK. I'm living in Bournemouth, and I am out looking for new adventures, new sporting adventures, and new people to meet. Like I said, the other sport that actually really interests me as well is that sort of frisbee. I think it's called something frisbee, and it's like you're on a team and you have to throw the frisbee, and I don't think you're allowed to run while you're throwing. I was watching the other day, and it's kind of like netball in that sense, that you're not allowed to move when you have the frisbee, but then you throw it and you can run around and do all that stuff. But that's something I want to try, as well as the trampoline, slam dunk, volleyball type to a team thing. But yeah, guys, thank you so much for listening to me chat about my sport in an attempt to become better at communicating. And I think it is helping for sure. because I don't want to just be this boring, monotonal teenager of a communicator. I really want to grow and become a good speaker and able to hold a good conversation and build good relationships in that way. Anyway, like the video, subscribe if you want, and thank you, love you, bye.